Show that is not in vain. And pretty much we want the police to
Magic mushroom.
right. Fuck. I got it though. Ugh. Fuck me, shit. Hold up. All right. Hold up. But, hold on, let me make sure alright, the mic is set at a perfect amplitude. Okay, let me just scoot the little bad boy closer to me. The little kendama thing got me tired, man. Hold up, let me just make sure I'm recording, right? Let me just make sure one time. All right, we are back. All right, welcome back to the podcast. It is your boy Kevin G, and today we have a scorcher of an episode because today we have obviously a lot to talk about because I've been gone for approximately a couple months now. Right, I missed you guys. Where you guys been? I missed you. Do you hear that? You can hear the wind blowing in the background. You can see my hair blowing in the wind. You can kiss me in the sunlight. And if you're lucky, you could catch me live on Broadway. Is this thing on? As you guys saw, I got a brand new intro. That intro looks badass, don't it? Don't it? I worked hard as fuck on it. Not really. I just put a little elbow grease onto it. Hold up, let me fix this thing. I put a little elbow grease onto it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy being cheesy. But if you like that intro, go ahead, give me a sandwich because I believe that's at least a Cockwurst sandwich. If not 2, if not 3, if not 4. But you're like, okay, Kev, let's talk about a little something. What you gonna tell me? Hey, what's up with this beautiful table? Why do you have this beautiful table now? Well, obviously because you know how I told you guys we were going to wait for visual podcast until we could get the proper accommodations. Well, guess what? That day is here. What you laughing at? Why you give me that look?
What look?
Huh?
I ain't get no look.
You give me that look like
Give me that look. When you give me that look.
you give me that look like look at this shit. I got the proper. Yeah, sure, it's on the cat tree.
That was just a look of me trying to fart.
Oh, all right, just making sure. You gave me the stank eye. We got Marie in the back, you know. She's not gonna be on mic today because I got a new microphone, right? I do. I got
You
the
don't love me.
yeah, because she has that stank breath. I don't want it on my mic.
What?
But I have a brand new microphone.
You have a stank breath in your nose.
Okay, I got a brand new microphone. If you guys don't know, I got the brand new Shure SM58. That is the top of the line. That is what the live musicians, comedians, anybody in the showbiz industry uses. How much was it? It was $99, baby. I paid it hard cash. I paid good hard money for that motherfucker. Okay? Okay, you know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying, man. But unfortunately, I do not have the proper equipment because either I don't have the proper equipment or I can't figure out my Zoom H6 to connect, which I do not understand. I got everything I needed, okay? First, I ordered my Shure microphone. It got here, bada bing, bada boom. I got it. Next, I guess it didn't come with an XLR microphone. So, guess what Kevin G did? We went to the music store, Yonda's Music, and we asked the man for an XLR cable. He was like, we have several sizes. Which sizes can I help you with? Apparently, there's a 5-foot one, a 10-foot one, and I believe either a 15 or 20-foot XLR cable. I did not need the 10-foot cable. I really didn't. But I went ahead and got the 10-foot cable. Because you never know. Maybe one day I'm just go up on my balcony and start maybe singing. Maybe the neighbors want to hear me sing. You know, you don't know. Do you know, Maria?
No.
Exactly. Nobody knows when you want to sing.
Nobody want to hear your ratchet ass voice thing.
I want to hear it.
I don't like it.
Okay. The microphone is a beautiful microphone. Okay, this, you can hear it right here. That's a good microphone too. I'm not gonna lie, this microphone is dope AF, right? But that Shure SM58 though, yeah. So plan. Okay, I did get the part I needed. Okay, the part I was requiring is on its way. I ordered it directly from the Apple Store themselves. So I am hoping that it says by Wednesday. Wednesday is when this podcast is coming out. Every Wednesday I will be uploading one podcast. All right. I'm going to be helping y'all motherfuckers through the hump day. All right. That's what we're here for. Right. We're helping you over the hump. Hump day Wednesday. So expect the video. This video is going to be released on Wednesday. If you're listening it today, congratulations. It's Wednesday. So I'm going to have to wait to record my other podcast. I'm going to have to wait to record the podcast with the Shure SM58 till next week because I will not be receiving the product. The piece that I'm looking for. Hold up. The sound like Takashi 69 over here. Da. Stupid. Shout out to 6ix9ine, he's free. Have you heard his new song, Trolls? That shit is amazing. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Her ass looks so fat, I just want to stick my face in it and jiggle. Look at Maria giving me a look right now. She's a little man, giving me that anger. Hey, listen. I know you want to I know you want to put your face in her ass too, girl. Don't lie to me.
No, don't let them know.
I know you. You want to jump in there like you a teardrop coming out of her eyes.
I'm scared.
But what was I saying? Look what you did. You happy? You made me lose track. Sure. My microphone. Oh, back on track. So the piece I ordered from Apple is USB-C to SD card reader. All right, I need that piece because I'm going to have to actually. I'm simplifying it, so this way the podcast will get even better. Because right now, I am currently just going from the Zoom H6 directly to my iPad, so the recording is going straight to my iPad. But the way that I want to do it is, since I have a 64 gigabyte memory card, that's a shitload. I could fucking record like up to 12 hours of podcast, right? So I could just record a cast anywhere I want. I don't have to bring my iPad with me. I could just record it. And after I'm done, just get that USB-C to SD adapter and upload it to my iPad. That way I could use my iPad while I'm in the process of recording a podcast, because I really need my iPad. It works so great. That way I could research some shit right here, maybe look at a porn or two. Just simple shit like that. Maybe I want to look up a meme. Maybe I don't know what something means. I can't currently do that because I have to only run my iMovie, because I'm uploading this audio directly to my iMovie, which is the most simplest way. I've tried it on GarageBand. I couldn't. Hey, gato. Oh my God, there's my cat.
Okay.
Look.
Wait, I want to see his face closer.
Have you seen my cat on there? He's on the tree. Yeah, I'm using a cat tree as my stand right here. Okay. Have you see? Look.
No, he wants to see what's up.
I think he's gonna knock it over.
I think so. I'm looking at it here.
Hey, see if it's still recording. It's still, the numbers are still going and shit.
Yeah.
Órale pues. Yeah. But, yep, so, hold up. Anyway, I haven't even took time. What time did it start? So, we'll probably end this whenever the fuck I want. Alright? It don't matter when it started. It's just, okay. So anyways, there's that situation, because then that way I'm going to have two microphones. This microphone is going to be used for Maria, right? So I do not have to worry
Marie Guadalupe.
for Marie Guadalupe's, right? So I could just turn it right now. You could hear her in the background, which is what I want. This is the look and setup of the new podcast vibes. You get the whole new studio, right? You get the whole new... We got the table back. If y'all are long-term viewers of the Wondering Mind podcast, we used to have this is the original podcast table we had. But the artwork changed, right? Now we have brand new artwork. This is a puzzle Maria did. How long did it take you to work on this shit?
Forever.
Look, she worked on this shit during Corona season.
Yeah.
Like, it took her like weeks to finish this shit. It's beautiful, by the way, ain't it? Let me get out the way.
Yeah. Just the children took that piece in the corner.
Yeah, there's if you can see right here, there's a puzzle piece missing because one of the cats grabbed it, and I don't know, they probably ate it. I'm guessing, because we never found that piece. And we cleaned all over the apartment. This bitch was never fucking found. But look, and this is, if you guys are wondering, I drew this one right here. Those are supposed to be mountains. It's like a trippy mountain on, what do you call it? Like adventure, you get me? You guys don't get me?
No.
What was I saying before? Okay, yeah, so y'all gonna have to wait for that microphone. Okay, yeah, because this microphone is gonna be turned around so I could get Maria in the background, because that's what I want, She may be on mic sometimes, but if not, I just want her in the background, just, reacting and shit, because she represents the audience members, man. She represents, the people. Yeah, you're basically the YouTube comments right now.
Whoa.
You represent.
Talk shit.
Well, yeah, but you're not supposed to. I'm not supposed to read the comments, man. But this microphone is going to be turned around so she could be heard more properly. And the Shure SM58 is going to be my... Why am I doing this? I'm not choking. It's going to be my mainstay, right? Let me brag a little about my Shure SM58 microphone.
Didn't you already?
Yeah, but I didn't do it enough. So, the SM58 Shure microphone offers you a clear, crisp, quality sound that, unlike any other microphone, just doesn't allow, because of the way that it is. Okay, first and foremost, it is all metal, completely metal. You could run this microphone over with the car, which they have. Okay, it is a selling point to run over your microphone with the car. Okay, I seen that. You got my business, right? You got my business right away. Second of all, like I said, I'm going to reiterize. Is that the word?
Reuterine?
Reuterization. This microphone is what the professionals use, right? You know Joe Rogan? You know a little buddy named Joe Rogan, right? I don't know for sure, but I think he has a Shure microphone. Hey, rumor has it.
DJ Pelón del microphone.
Rumor has it, el DJ Pelón del microphone. Pitbull has a Shure microphone. And guess what, boy? I got a Shure microphone. Kawink-a-dink? I don't think so, man. Hey, you don't know what I know, man. I know what I know. But you gotta know what I know, man.
Why is your face all crooked?
It's because of mafia. People look a little twisted up, from all the bullets and stab wounds and shit. Alright, but enough beating around the bush. Let's get into the show, okay? Listen, we're back, okay? Obviously, we back, we black, and we better than ever. Okay. Speaking of Black Lives Matter. Okay. Now, during this crazy pandemic times, Marie Guadalupe and I went ahead and did a little something, right? We weren't only on Facebook saying BLM. We weren't only out there being Karens and saying, leave the city alone, or whatever the fuck they did, all right? I randomly, I say randomly because if you guys want to hear the full story, I'm going to give you all the full story. Okay, hold up, let me sit before this shit falls off right there. There you go. All right, so there I was. Night. I think it was Saturday.
It was Saturday? No,
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, it was Friday, all right? It was a regular schmegala Friday, all right? This is like a day after the protest started. There I was drinking my little blue moon. I like me a good blue moon.
You mean day before? You did day after the protest started.
Huh?
You said day after the protest started?
Yeah, it was a day after, so the next day.
After we's done?
No, this is before. Yeah, I'm setting it up, girl. Let me set it up.
It's
YouTube.
your words they don't make sense.
Okay, let me try to rephrase that. Okay, the day before. Well, they don't even know about the one we. I'm still setting it up. Okay, I saw the protest going on. Okay,
Yeah.
this was a protest going on in Minneapolis, in New York, and all those places. Okay, and then I got inspired because then I was like, okay, this is where I was going with it before I was rudely interrupted. Okay, there I was, 6 beers in, and I got inspired watching all those protests going on. I was on the YouTube. I was watching them go live. And then after like my 7th beer, I was like, you know what? I gotta do something, man. In my alcoholic stupor, as they say. I was like, man, this shit ain't right, man. No está bien, señor. Es que mira, la cosa no está bien. I sound like Speedy Gonzalez when he's been drinking tequila. Epa, híjole. Is this thing on? The camera's still going?
Unfortunately.
Alright, that's good news. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to do my own protests. Right then and there, I started making my own page to work on my protests. I went on Facebook, and you know how you could share an event page. That's exactly what I did. I started an event page, and I put peaceful protest, right? 100% just peaceful protest. That's all I wanted. I didn't want no looting, no rioting, no nothing like that. I'm running out of breath here. Who knew talking is so tiring? And I set it up, and it was just the next day, right? So I set it up for the next day. I was at 4. I think it was at 4. Yeah. 4. At the time I'm doing this, it's like 9:30 that I created the event page. And I set the protest for the following day at 4 p.m. Okay? So that doesn't give us much time for a lot of people to be aware of what we're going to do. You get me? So this was an unplanned, uncircumcised situation here. So I went ahead, shared it, I pushed it. I was like, it was like my little baby, you know. I just went ahead, put it together, and then just gently kiss it on the forehead because it's my boy. Blew it out into the wind. It was like a feather, just saying, who's gonna pick up this feather? Who is going to pick up this feather and read it and get inspired, right? That I didn't know it was going to happen. This is what happened after I created the event page. Probably 8 beers in now, because you know I'm walking a little, I'm stumbling a little bit. I got a little cricket leg going on. Right, Maria's chilling in the room. So then I walk over to her and I'm like, hey, guess what we're doing tomorrow? And then she's like, what? And then she looks up. I'm like, we're going to a protest. And I created one. So mind you, I've never attended a protest. I've never been to a protest. I've never had any inkling of what a protest entails. But I decided on my own accord, I shall create a protest so I can participate in a protest. Right? Never have I ever. It's like that fucking game. Never have I ever shoved a dick in my ass. Next question. So I haven't started a protest. I go and tell Maria, I'm like, we're doing a protest, man. And she's like, what? A protest? You should have told me. And then she started freaking out, right? She was scared. She was like, oh no, what about my hair? You know, started talking about like tamales or something. I don't know. Right. So, she had, you know, in her defense, yeah, obviously, maybe this was a decision best left for sobriety, but the deed was done. There was nothing we could do to back out of it. Then you're saying, but you could have deleted it. Not unfortunately, but due to the circumstances the universe gave to me, the page had already started being shared. This is within 30 minutes of me creating the event page. So people already started talking about it. They started saying, I started getting messages. Is this thing for real? Is it going to be peaceful? And, you know, and this is like 30 minutes after I created it. So there was no backing out of it at that point. Because if I did, you're going to grab my name and drag it through the mud. You feel me? That's what I was saying. You started this shit. You started this, my boy. So now you're going to have to finish it. That was the only thing left to do. So luckily I slept like a baby because I wasn't even tripping about that I created one. Because, you know, alcohol is a hell of a drug. I passed out, wake up the next morning, and I was like, first thing that came to mind, I was like, holy shit, man. We going to create a protest today. And, you know, at this point, we woke up early. It was like 6 a.m. we got up because I had to do my research. I went ahead and did all the research that I had to do of how to run a protest, because obviously now I am the protest organizer. So I need to know some rules and regulations on how to actually go about dealing with all this shenanigans. So I go on the Google it, right? I went, how to create a protest, and then I looked up on the rules to protesting, and then I looked up where are you allowed to protest, because I told you I've never been to one, and I just created one randomly when I was drunk. That's all that happened. So now I have all this pressure on me. So now there I am reading the rules. Can you be any louder over there, huh? Can you be any fucking louder? Now I have all this pressure on my shoulders. Is there anything? Yeah, we're waiting for a package right now. No packages. We're okay. Okay. We're gonna put a little tag right here. Okay, I just want to say something real quick. Okay, this is doing protesting, right? We ordered a one wheel. All right. If you guys don't know what a one wheel is, it's like an electric skateboard on crack. All right. It's great. Let me talk about that here a little bit later. Okay. Let me go back before I lose my train of thought. So I had to research, how do I run a protest? Never have I done it. Fuck it, dog. No, pues acomódate bien, ¿no? Cabrón.
Can I help you?
And I went because she was still slumped, right? She was sleeping like a hog in a log, man. So I just got up, let her sleep. I came to the living room. I had to do the research. I was like, is my forehead sweaty? I feel like I got to sweat. Is my forehead sweaty?
No, wait.
It's because I got these lights on me, you know?
What lights? Look, you dark as fuck in the video.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Ah ha ha ha. Ah. So there, okay. I researched it and it said it's too much work because I knew I am not going to march. I didn't want to march because I read the rules and regulations, and apparently it's too much work. That is like the most easy way the police break up a protest, because what happens is they're fucking up, impeding or something, impeding with traffic, so they're not allowing the traffic to move, because you have to safely get all the protesters across the road if you're going across the road. And then, you know, if you can't 100% guarantee that, and you aren't actually what's the words here, if you cannot do it in a safe manner, they gonna break it up and say you crazy motherfucker. So what we did is went ahead and stayed on a corner of a grocery store, and that's all we did. We just stood on that corner. It's like a main road. It's a main road, but we're on the corner of this grocery store. But and right, that's where it was going to be. We were not going to move. So, anyways, bada bing, bada boom. We go to Walgreens. No, not Walgreens. We go to Hobby Lobby, because I'm like, yo, if we're going to do this, we're going to need some signs, man. We're going to need to... I still don't know if people are going to show up. As you know, at this point, it says people are showing up. There's like 20 people that are going, but I don't know. I don't know if they're actually showing up or they're just saying they're showing up. Who knows, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to have to go one deep. I'm going to be two deep because I'm dragging Maria with me. But I need a sign. So we went to Hobby Lobby. Fortunately, they have those big-ass poster boards. They got me a bright-ass orange one, all right? And we got a marker because I needed to write on that mug. So that's it. I grabbed my sign, I grabbed my marker, and we dipped. Bada bing, bada boom. I go home, I make my sign. If you guys want to see my sign, if I remember, actually, you want to see what sign I was carrying, go to my Instagram at El Kevin Guerrero. Go ahead, do it. If not, I'll just try to link it here if I do remember. If I don't, well, I don't, because I don't want to. No quiero. No. Okay, so that was my sign. Here comes like 3:30, right? We're just gonna fast forward this bitch because I don't want to take too long. 3:30 came along. I told Maria, "Are you ready? Are you ready to go protesting?" Because we still don't know if anyone is gonna show up. We're just crossing our fingers and dotting our nuts. We're just like, hopefully somebody comes. So around 3:45, I say, all right, let's bounce because we got to head downtown to where all the action is. So we head on over. I'm carrying my big orange sign. And I park near there, but not actually too close, just in case we got to hop out of there real quick. You never know when shit's going to pop off. So we park there. We park about a block away, or a couple blocks away. and then I roll up my sign, because I don't want to get jumped by anybody, anti-protesters. They're gonna slap me or stab me or something like that. I roll up my sign, and then we start heading to where we're supposed to be, on the corner of that grocery store where I set it up. And then we see like 4 or 5 people there, like they have protest signs. So I'm guessing they were protesters. I'm like, oh, good, are there protesters there? But then the following thing that came to my mind was, wait, are they my protesters? Because I didn't know that, because there was anti-protesters. There was like there was anti-protesters across the street. So there was like 2 other people with like an American flag and like some other protest sign. So those were like anti-protesters to us, that we were there to protest for George Floyd. But I seen that they were our people. So then once we link up with them, like we go to like the corner of that store, because they were like on the side of the road. But then we go to the corner of the store where there's more traffic and more people could see us. And then slowly people started trickling in. Once that 4 o'clock hit, like people started coming in by the numbers, man. Like it went from like 7-8 people to within an hour to up to like 25 people. By the end of it, there was at least over 40 people. There was a huge group. Yeah, I'll go ahead and link some photos here. All right, remember, Kevin, remember this shit. Link it right here, bro. You got it. Link it. Look at me. Link it right now. Okay, that should be a good sign. Okay. Hopefully, I look at the video and it tells me right here. And then, that shit got crazy, man, because I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect much. Real talk. I was expecting like maybe at least another 5 people to show up, not 40 plus people showing up. And not only did a good amount of people show up, we had a news crew showing up. We had the newspaper showing up. We had the radio stations showing up. I was doing interviews for all of them. I was doing news interviews. I was doing radio interviews. I was doing online interviews. I was doing like every fucking interview. Like it popped off quick, right? And at the time, I just went with it. It wasn't. I kind of prepared for it, but you can't really prepare for the questions you don't know they're going to ask you. So I was just answering all of them questions to the best of my ability, which was speaking more from the heart than actually trying to sound technical and all that jazz. I was just articulating what the community was saying, and I was just pushing that message forward. So I did like at least 4 interviews. I was in the paper. I got the paper right here. I was in the newspaper. I was in the news. It was crazy. And like I said, all that popped off just like the night before of me drinking. I was just drinking, and now I'm in the news. I'm in the radio. I'm in the newspaper. It's crazy. And it was a huge thing that happened in this little community, right? Because where we're from, there isn't like too many black or brown people. It's mainly white people here. But the craziest thing is the supporters that came through were mainly, like, a lot of them were white. So that was really, really great to see that so many white people showed up to show support for us. It was a beautiful moment. That was one question I kept getting asked from the interviewers. They're like, how do you feel having such a diverse group of people here? And I was like, you know what? It's great. I'm glad that so many people are here, because that means that everybody felt the message. Everyone sees that this is an injustice that needs to be made right. So the fact that we have so many people, I'll try to link any news interviews here too, but maybe okay, I'm gonna just go ahead interject with the other. Okay, I made a new channel. All right, I made a new channel. It's the same. It's under the same brand here, the Wandering Mind podcast, right? But it is more video. It's more vlogs. So that's where I think I should link up all the videos. So the video, the YouTube channel is called Delirious Escapade. Right, I'll link it in the description. I just opened it up. There's no videos currently as of now, but I am working on videos now. I just got done editing parts of it because I'm gonna edit it throughout the week. The first video should be out this Friday. Okay, this Friday I should have the first video. It's gonna be fun. This channel is all podcast. This is what it's all about, the podcast here. And then the other channel, Delirious Escapade, is gonna be like vlogs. Since we're getting the one wheel, it's gonna be more adventurous. It's just gonna be more out and about. This one is just me talking about what's been going on. All right, the other one is actual vlogging, all that good fun stuff. So please, if you guys want, go ahead, go subscribe to that channel. I still need to pimp it out. I know it's pretty simple right now, but it's because YouTube is being a bitch on the iPad, and it needs, like, I need to go to a computer so I can actually edit all the background, the layouts, and all that. But I will get to that. But for now, just go ahead, subscribe if you want. It's gonna be fun. Whew. But yeah, so we were the protest went pretty good. Actually, it went great. There was positive notes. We had, some people, every time we were just standing there with our signs, people would come through and like they just start flipping us off for saying "fuck you" to us. It's crazy how some people just get aggressive when somebody's holding a sign. You get me? It's just using your First Amendment right apparently is enough to provoke anger in a lot of individuals. So that was quite fun to see. Every time they would say "fuck you," we would be clapping and cheering, not in support, but more to drown out their noise. When they were saying "fuck you," we're going "rah, woo, woo," clapping. And there was a lady who kept saying, "We love you, I love you." We were killing them with kindness, if you will, right? So that thing, we were out there for over 4 hours. Like, we were there for a hot minute, and come like maybe around 8:30ish, yeah, we had our time there, and we started to leave because it was starting to get towards the end of the night. And then when it starts getting too dark, that's when you do not want to be around, because at night, that's when the freaks come out. You get me? You see that people are not really protesting at night. And the thing we were there for was a peaceful protest. So once the evening started to come around, there was no point in us to be there. So we just dipped and skedaddled on out of there. But the whole thing went as planned. It was an unplanned plan, so that thing came out great. I'll link some news interviews, some paper, whatever the fuck I want to do. It's right here, all right? But that was one of the fiascos that we were into. One thing was fun. Never been to a protest let me just talk about how it was, in my opinion, in my experience as just a protester, not as the creator of it, just an actual protester. And holding up a sign for over 4 hours is really quite the arm workout, man. I had to find new ways just to carry that sign. I started carrying it from the bottom, then I grabbed it to the side, then I would switch my hand to the top. Like, no matter which way I would start putting my hand, my arms started getting tired, because you could only carry that sign for so long. And it was Maria and I just carrying it together, and her arms started getting tired, so she started lifting it and I started lowering it, so it was like uneven. And respect, man, that's a lot of work to be carrying a sign for over 4 hours. Salute. Nothing yet? It's still early. Maybe after 2. Yeah, we're still waiting on the USPS delivery, man. We are waiting for those orders because that's probably gonna be.
And I'm gonna track that food down and get it myself.
Gonna kick his ass. Yeah, so we're just waiting on those because I'm probably gonna make a video. I am going to make a unboxing video. There's my cat jumping on the fucking cat tree again. If you see his head, that's him.
You can't even see his head in here.
No, is this audio? Oh shit!
It's still recording.
Órale.
He hasn't even moved it.
That's his big back. He's jumping on it. You see a tail? Yeah,
Yep,
you can
there's
see the
the tail.
That's him on the cat tree. That's my boy. But that's yeah, that was a whole protest story. Okay, I could see a whole bunch of cat ass. Yeah, buddy.
He was so agile on the cat tree.
He likes it.
That cat.
He's right on the fucking thing. All right. Yeah, we still got time. So that was one thing. Yeah, deja ahí, si no vas a poner mi bola. That was one of the things we did. What do you have to say about the what do you like about the protest?
Who, me?
Yeah. What was your highlight?
I liked it, you know. It's just let me have Mr. do his business. Okay, anyways. It was a whole different experience, you know. I felt the time went by so fast. I was nervous as shit, but like the time went fast and like I don't know, like fast but same time slow motion at certain things because I felt too like whoa, you know.
Yeah, you were just like in the zone. Yeah, it was like a trip. It's for the first time. It was a little trip, man. I've never.
Because like after we were done, yeah, when we were gonna walk home, you know, walk over to the car, like I was like, damn, we just did that, bro. I felt like I was asleep or something, you know, kind of like zoned out.
Yeah.
And just kind of like back to walking over here, like, damn, that just happened.
Right. Felt a little dreamy. It was like you were going off that little adrenaline high right there. Yeah, I felt dope. I liked it. Okay, but that's enough about that protest. Go to the new channel, Jalira's Escapade. If you have not, go ahead, please, and subscribe. That channel will be having an episode every Friday. Every Friday. Every Friday, that should be having a new video. Either a new vlog or maybe just a trail ride. Because that one is going to be more for adventures. So, it's going to be more because since we're receiving our one wheel by the time this is out, you'll know what we're talking about. So the one wheel is fucking sick. Wes, okay, first and foremost, the one wheel costs over $2,000. It's $1,800, but once you buy all the accessories for it, right, you need the fender, you need the side kicks, you need the bottom float plates. And if you guys don't even know what that is, because this technology is like so brand new still. It's only been out for a couple of years. It's called the One Wheel XR. And how I found out about this thing is just a random coincidence. It wasn't even me who found out about it. It was Maria who found out about it. Because originally I wanted like an electric bike. Let me just start from the start right here. I just wanted a bike. That was my original plan. I just wanted a bicicleta, right? So I borrowed a homie's bike. I rode that around. I had fun on it. That shit was hella fun. I was downtown riding. Maria's over there fucking the air. I went down the bridge. I went down a bridge and that shit was so fast. And I got hooked. I got a need for speed, so I got like that bug. It bit me in the ass and I was like, I need a mode of transportation. So I was like, I need a bike. I was just gonna start commuting to work via bike. But what happened was I start researching bikes. What's a good bike? I got into that whole wormhole of Schwinn. Schwinn is that bike company that's been making bikes longer than Nazis have been killing Jews. Pretty much, because Schwinn is a German company and they've been around so long, right? And that's the one I was gonna get. Their bikes are like $800, and I was like, damn, that's a pretty penny. But I was willing to pay it because I've bought enough Walmart bikes, right? We've all bought enough Walmart bikes to know that they're good, but they could always be better. And what's the point of buying another Walmart bike? Them bitches do last for a while, but not for that long. So I was like, if I gotta pay that, because a bike, how much is it regularly? Like $200, something like that. At Walmart by 300 maybe. So I was like, fuck it, I'll pay that extra because I saw the reviews. It makes riding so much easier. It's like an 18 gear shift one, so it would be like riding with butter. You get me?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me neither, because I never rode a Schwinn.
With butter?
Yeah, you ride with a piece of butter in your pocket. Okay, so then I don't know how I got on this other wormhole about an electric bike. So the first bike I seen was it was a green bike. Fuck. Oh, the Vika Plus, the Blix Vika Plus, right? If you guys don't know what the Blix Vika Plus is, it's a foldable electric bike. That's how you guys know this is me going into deep of this new thing that I was wanted, right? So I got the Blix Vika Plus is what it's called. It's a beautiful bike, right? If I were to not get the one wheel, I would have gotten the Blix Vika Plus, because let me tell you guys what it is. It is an electric bicycle that goes up to 24 miles an hour. That's fast. That is like, well, just, they're right below the speed limit, because if you go 25 miles an hour, you're considered an actual vehicle, and that's not what you want, because then you'll have to listen to all the street rules and shit. But if you do not go up to speed, then you are still considered a recreational vehicle, such as a skateboard, bicycle, or whatever that is. And that bike is beautiful. It has like an actual motorcycle. You squeeze onto it like you would squeeze onto the brakes, but there's an actual lever. They squeeze a throttle. So you squeeze that and you give it that boom. That shit goes. That shit is quick. And that's the bike I was gonna get. I was set on my ways. I said, this is the one I'm getting. It was a beautiful green. It was a nice green version, brown leather on the handlebars. It was a European bike. It was sexy. I watched like who knows how many videos, so many videos, because that's the one I was gonna get. That one was over $2,000. Yeah, I had money in my pocket just burning. It was burning a hole in them. Hold up. Hello. I was just burning. I was dying to burn some money. But then what had happened, fool? Here comes little old Marie Guadalupe's whispering in my ear like the little devil she is.
Oh, hell no.
She was on my left shoulder. I'm like, yo, what's up? I got something. And then I was like, what you got there? Something you're going to want. And then I was like, but I thought I already had what I wanted. And she was like, no. I got what you need. And then like she had like horns popping out of her head. Her little stake, she was stabbing me and pushing me forward. And then what she showed me was the one wheel XR. All right, she showed me a video. First opinions right off the bat was it looks so fucking badass. Okay, it looked so fucking badass because they were going off road. They were on the trails. They were on the sidewalk. They were going on the grass, and I was like, "Whoa, that's so sick." But then what was holding me back was the safety aspect, because I'm like, that cannot be safe. Look at that. It's like, because that brings me back to when I wanted an electric skateboard. I wanted the boosted board, and I wanted that. That thing is over $2,000 too, right? The boosted board, which I was willing to pay top dollar for. But the thing that held me back was the safety aspect. Because listen, I'm no young buck anymore. I'm not the ripe apple on the tree. You get me? I'm that beautiful. Shut up. I'm that beautiful, mature, golden, delicious apple, ready for the picking, right? This is, so, I cannot be like these young, crazy whippersnappers doing ollies and whatever they do nowadays. I sound like an old man. doing the ollies and the whippets.
The whip.
Right. So the boosted
Boosted your nuts, boy.
yeah, the boosted board has the same wheels as a skateboard. So think about it, how crazy that is. Of a skateboard, you fall off a skateboard easily because of tiny pebble. I'm a longboarder, right? I have a long history with skateboards as well. I used to skateboard, I used to longboard. I say like I'm a pro. I did it. I wasn't the best, but I did it just because I wanted to, right? So I have a history with boards, and I know. Let me tell you right now, Kevin G knows one pebble is all it takes to fuck up your world. All right. I remember I was riding my skateboard on a basketball court, beautiful basketball court, right? Smooth. You know, skateboarders, skaters, everyone knows basketball courts are the best because of the smooth pavement. All it took was this one pebble, got on the bottom of my wheel. I scraped it. I fell off and I landed on my arm. Luckily, I didn't break anything. I drink a lot of milk. Shout out to vitamin D. Shout out to the cows. Right? Shout out to the cow gang. So I fell off. I landed on my arm. I just got a bruised, bloody fucking shoulder. Wasn't the first time. You get me? I've been through worse. I get up and I see what hurt me. What fucking hurt me. And what it was? Just a little fucking pink pebble. Just a little fucking pink pebble, man. That's all it was. It left a trail like a skid mark. That skid mark was at least 4 or 5 inches. So I skidded. That skateboard just emergency stopped. And imagine, okay, now that's me going regular speed, not a boost board. Imagine going on a boosted board, hitting a gosh darn pebble. You'll be flying like 60 feet, land on your skull, your fucking face is split in two. So I was like, miss me with that one. That's what drove me away from getting a boosted board. This was like 3 years ago, actually. This was like 3 years ago when I really wanted I don't know, you get me? I like having that fun. Longboarding and all that, it's fun because it's a little adrenaline, right? I'm an adrenaline junkie. I'm a junkie. So we reversed back to Maria telling me about the one wheel, right? So then I was thinking, but it's not safe, huh? But then I seen that because it self-balances. So you don't even have to worry about balancing it forward and back. All you have to balance is your weight side to side, which is way easier to do. I can balance forward and back. Plus, I got the skill. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I still haven't set foot on it. So this is pre one wheel. So next week I'll let you guys know on how good I did. But I'm thinking I have like balance. I've been on board, so. Okay, so it helps me self-balance even better, right? And then another key thing that sold me on it was the off-road ability. The bicycle could go off-road, but it can't go off-road like this bitch can, right? This thing is climbing fucking hills. It's going on gravel over mud. It's going on wet. It's going on sand. This thing is like a tank, and that's how they advertise it, like a fucking tank. And the Blix Vica Plus, it's more like a commute vehicle. So you want to stay to the actual.
By the way, not sponsored.
Oh yeah, not sponsored at all. Not sponsored at all. But when you pay this much for a one wheel, shit, you better fucking brag. So, for a Blix Vica Plus, a Blix Vica Plus is more for the cement. You do not want to take it off road. And me and Maria are constantly going on trail hikes. You get me? We love hiking. We're outdoors people. So that electric bike would not be too handy to have during those times. And another thing, right? I'm just giving you a mention of why I decided to buy the one wheel is because it's so convenient, right? It goes up, is an 18-mile range. The one wheel XR could go up to 18 miles That's a good. And then the Blitzvica Plus has a range of 24, I think 24 to 30 miles, something like that. I might be wrong, but 18 miles is more than enough. More than enough than what I need. Plus, I could just pick it up and carry it wherever I need. Why? And the bike, the Blitzvica Plus, sure, you could pick it up and carry it, but it's a little bit heavier. It's, well, not a little bit. It's heavier. Plus, you're gonna have to lug it around, and imagine a skateboard, like a sumo skateboard, right? Just like a sumo skateboard, because that board is heavy. All right, we ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna give it too much credit. It's a heavy board, but it's heavy because it does the job. The Blitzvica Plus is heavy. Plus, it's awkward. You can't carry it. Like, you carry it from one way, the other side is heavier, so you're gonna be throwing out your bag no matter what you do. So that was another thing, convenience, right? I live in an apartment. I do not need to be lugging a heavy bike up flights of stairs when I could just carry a skateboard. So I had all these things rolling through my head because I was going to make a purchase, and I just needed to know what vehicle is right for me. So the plan was to, okay, no, wait, let's revert. So yes, it checked off every box I had. Could it get me to work? Check. Is it a reasonable price? Check. Is it hella fucking fun? Triple check, right? Is it off-road? Baching, everything I named off it's made for me. It's doing what I wanted to do. That is why I went with the one wheel. So the original plan was I was going to order one first. We were going to wait, maybe collect some more paychecks. Then Maria was going to order one. But we both got that bug bite. So we went ahead and bought 2 one-wheel XRs, right? We went ahead and spent over 2 G's on the XR and accessories. So, because we needed all the, you need the fenders so the wheel doesn't throw dirt at you. You need the bottom plate so you don't fuck up the bottom of the board. You need the side plate so you don't fuck up the side of the board. So there was a lot we had to take care of before we could even ride this bad boy. Because if you're going to make an $1,800 investment, you better protect your fucking investment. So we did that, and that's what we're waiting for right now. If we are able to get this today, it would be a miracle, because it says it's supposed to come the 16th. The 16th is tomorrow. But if I cross my fingers, maybe cross my nuts, yeah, maybe pray to the universe, maybe it'll come here. But we're still waiting on all the other packages that I just named off. But okay, so we just got that one wheel, which is exciting. We're going to. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. But all right, then I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast right here, because listen, I got a lot more to talk about, but we could just talk about the next
But we wants to talk to you.
My time here is done. Listen,
My time with the boot is about to be started.
We'll be back. Yeah, well, next week. This one is coming out on Wednesday, right? So next week, every Wednesday, I will be posting one podcast a week, and every Friday, there will either be a vlog or a trail ride, right? On the new channel, Delirious Escapade. All right. So that I already got started on it. Let me tell you, the content on that is gonna be better than your mama's titties. Okay, this is gonna be fun. We having fun out here. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a like, throw a comment. If you like that we're showing the video portion now, please give me a double like. I'll send you a potato. Tell me what you think on the new setup. I liked it personally. You got my Super Saiyans right here. You got Goku. You got the Wondering Mind. Look at that. A little chalkboard. I wrote that myself. Looks cute, don't it? And oh yeah, by the way, I got these. I don't know if I said it before, but I got those spectacles. Right, we're gonna be trying those out while we ride in the one wheel. We're gonna see how it looks. I've had them for a minute. Haven't used them in 2. But all right, people. Later. Oh yeah, see you guys next Wednesday, Friday. Come check out the video Friday. Peace.